Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Bold Donut from Machinination.com, bringing you your weekly podcast for March 10th, oh my god, April 10th, 2011. That is right. On tonight's podcast, we're going to do our weekly news, and as a special tonight, we are going to be discussing the We Are the Nation campaign, which will be coming out this May 12th. And we're just going to go into some basic details onto what it exactly is. Dynamo is currently trying to get his microphone to work, and we're waiting to see if anyone actually decides to come in and join. But at this moment, it's just me here tonight, and that's okay. I mean, I know Dynamo's here in the chat. He's trying to get his microphone to work. It's been acting funny for him, so let's just hope he can get it to work so he can join us. But yeah, let's just go ahead and jump right on into things. Huge news on the affiliation front this week. We would first off like to welcome Avenged Outcast Productions to the affiliation club here at Machinination. He's Avenged Outcast Productions is a great small little group. It is run by, let me check. I know this is sort of funny, but yeah, he didn't actually give us his name. Anyways, he's a really cool guy. Check him out on the forums. If you see him, say hi. Say congratulations for getting into the Affiliates Club. He's already uploaded 2 videos, the Outcast series, which are all filmed in Elder Scrolls. So it's a bit different, different form of machinima than we're used to here at Machination. That's all great. And so remember, if you just see him, say hi and tell him thanks for joining Machinination, and especially for becoming an affiliate. Also, speaking of affiliate news, we also have another affiliate. This affiliate is Vadi9999. That's 4 nines. He has just been approved literally a few minutes ago. We closed the poll over on the forums in the staff section. So we haven't yet to actually inform him. So if he's out there in the stream tonight, well, say hi, Vadi, and we'll get you all your accounts set up in just a bit and have you up and fully affiliated tomorrow morning. Anyways, so guys, if you see either Vadi999 or Avenged Outcast Productions, feel free to say hi, and once again, welcome them to Machination, and once again, just say thanks for becoming an affiliate and helping out with the nation. Because we're about to do some really crazy stuff. But enough of the affiliate news. Not that it's not important, but that is probably not why you tuned in here tonight. More than likely tonight you tuned in to hear about the We Are the Nation. So let me just go into some brief details about what We Are the Nation is. We Are the Nation is Machination's sort of summer advertisement campaign, is what I would call it. But it's not just an advertisement campaign. It's a community rework. When we started Machination, one of the things we talked about was how Machinination.com would evolve over time to fit the needs of the community. And this We Are the Nation is another step towards evolving, and trying new things to see what you guys actually want and, how you guys like it. And once again, this is not the whole thing. All the details have not been hammered out. We still have about a month to get it done. But we have some stuff that we're working on, and if you pay attention to the forums, you'll even see some surprise posts popping up here and there just to, it gives you hints about, just about where we are in the process. But anyways, let's just go ahead and get into the five basic things that we're going to talk about tonight about We Are the Nation. There may be more, and at this point in time, we're not going to comment on whether or not there are more or there are less, but we're simply just going to say there might be more. So I've said let's dive into this about 4 times now, but let's go ahead and do that. Anyways, first things first, social media barrage. That is right. One of the great things about Machination is we are a community that is experimenting. Now, granted, a lot of people say, well, you're not experimenting with social media. Machinima.com is all over social media. That's true. That's very true. But for smaller groups, Machinination is going to be doing something a little bit different, in my opinion at least, than what other machinima groups have been doing in the past. And that is Machinination.com, through the hashtag Machinination, will help people through Twitter answer very short questions. I mean, you got to put them under 140 characters, obviously. But let's say you're working on a thing and you need some really quick help. You don't have time to explain it in a post. It's just one of those things you just, snap and get it done real quick. You just go onto Twitter, type in the hashtag Machinination, and ask a quick question, and people hopefully respond to you in time. If not, Machinination, the actual account, will try to help you and respond to you as quickly as possible. But pretty much the goal of the Machinination hashtag and the Machinination Twitter account is one to keep you guys informed on day-to-day things that are going on in the nation. We'll post new videos and all of that and whatnot. And we will also just use it to, let's say in the future we do some things. For instance, the podcast, we don't only do a podcast in the future. Let's say we do a video cast where we go into Minecraft, and we have a game night in Minecraft every week where you guys are in the background and we record the podcast. So, you guys can not only hear the podcast and, listen to it live as we're recording it, but you can also see us recording it live in the game of Minecraft. How awesome would that be? That's something we're working on. We don't know when we're going to have that up. But stay tuned for info on that. Anyways, back to social media. If you don't have a Twitter account, I would highly recommend just going ahead, signing up for Twitter, and following Machinination on Twitter. Twitter.com/Machinination. Check it out in the links below in the description if you are listening to this on YouTube. Make sure you follow us on Twitter. Or if you don't want to follow us on Twitter and you'd like a more substantive, more easygoing, wordy type announcements, make sure to like us on Facebook. I know this sounds silly, but Machinination really is going to start using social media to get information out to you guys. And to be honest with you, it's a one-click button and your Machinination will appear in your newsfeed. I mean, you won't have to go digging for the information or even go to our site if you don't want to anymore. You can just turn on Facebook and Twitter, sites that I'm pretty sure most of you on a daily basis just pull up when you start your computer. So go ahead, check out the links below in the description if you're watching this on YouTube, and make sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter, because later this summer, starting May 12th, we are going to be using it very constantly, very quickly, and we're going to really, really, really get a hold of our social media personality and our social media community, and just really try to use it a lot more than we have now. Okay, let's move on to the next thing. Now, this is something that I think we talked about this last week, especially. But as you may have realized, last week's podcast got lost. Somehow the podcast itself disappeared on my computer, and I apologize for that. But one of the things we talked about was how Afro Blaster made a comment on the staff forums saying that I'm Bold Donut, by the way, if you forgot, I should redo Machinimate This Season 2. And I don't think he knew this, but one of the things Machinination is going to really, really push this summer as well is exclusive series only on Machinination's YouTube channel. Now, currently, the only series we have signed up for this is Machinimate This. However, we are working on a few more series, ideas, and aspects that hopefully, maybe we'll produce one or two exclusive series this summer on Machinination.com. And if you're a director out there listening to this, if you're interested in getting in on any of these series, let us know. Or if you're going to make a small test series or something like that, and you want Machinination, you want it to be an exclusive on Machinination, which means we will go out of our way to advertise this video. We will give you special privileges in the forums and whatnot. Let us know, because we're interested. If you're interested in us, we're interested in you. That's how Machinination works. And once again, if you haven't subscribed to us on YouTube yet and you're listening to this video, please just go ahead and click the yellow button. We post a few videos now But remember, machinima is based on school kids, so kids that are in school. So once the summertime comes around, we're going to have a lot of new content, a lot of activity, and things are going to be a lot of fun this summer at Machinination.com and on our YouTube, our Twitter, and Facebook, and all those great channels. So make sure you get involved with us while you can so that you don't miss a second of the fun. And trust me, we're going to be doing some amazing stuff. So, speaking of something that's coming this summer, I mean, we still have three more points to go over for with a "We Are the Nation" campaign. Let's go into point number three, and this is actually going to be very cool. Some of you may have realized earlier this week I posted a recruitment ad in the miscellaneous recruitment section of the Machinination.com forums, asking for someone who knew how to write and do all this other stuff. So I didn't tell you what the position actually was. I just told you what you needed for the position. So here's what it is. Machinination, once we are done completing the first draft of our Machinination's How to Make Machinima Guide, we will take all the information gathered in the draft and make it into a Machinination Wikipedia on our website. Currently, we have the we have the Wikipedia software installed, and we're currently fixing a few bugs with it and getting it set up so that you guys can jump in and really start going at it once we're done with our guide. However, if you did apply for that position, that's the position you applied for. The position you're applying for is the head Wikipedia, or Machinima is what we're calling it, editor. And it's going to be quite a challenge. It's going to be a lot of fun, though. And if you did apply, don't worry. Staff will still help you. And trust me, the members of the community will, I believe, more than willing to help you. Because here's the thing. One of the things we were thinking about when writing this guide was when someone opens it up and sees that it's definitely going to be over 100 pages or something to that extent, they're going to be like, oh my God, how am I supposed to figure out where I want, what I want, and, let's say they just want this small piece of information. Instead of going out and clogging servers by downloading the guide, I can simply jump onto our Wikipedia, type in the little search question, and bam, they'll have something right there in front of them, lines you out, and it's the same information in the guide, but it's on a Wikipedia form. So that means not only is it updated quicker, faster, and more efficiently on our Wikipedia form, it's updated faster on the Wikipedia than our guide. So let's say a huge bug comes out in a Dazzle DVC recorder, which, if you don't know, that's the really, really critical point. It's like a really important video USB recorder. Anyways, let's say there's a bug that comes out on the software. We will update our page as soon as we find this out, so that if you're new and you're going out and buying something, you know about this bug ahead of time, so that when you get it, you don't think it's broken or something to that extent. But anyways, the Machinima Wiki is going to be a lot of fun. It'll allow members to find small bits of information that can be quickly digested. It'll encourage spontaneous information gathering, and it's just going to be a lot of fun. I mean, think about it. We are making the single biggest How to Make Machinima guide ever, and then we're not just making it a guide, we're also making it into a Wikipedia page. How awesome is that? So yeah. Sorry guys in the stream. Anyways, we're back, guys. Sorry about that little hiccup right there. Something went a little odd with GarageBand, which is what I use to record these podcasts. But it's all fixed right now. And while we were gone, Dylamo came back. Say hi, Di.
Hello. Ow, there's something in my eye.
Okay, but let's get back to where we were. We were moving on. We were done talking about the Machinination Wiki. So what we're going to be talking about now is number 4, which is Machinination's How to Make Machinima Guide. Of course, one of the things about May 12th is it marks, at least for people in college and for some people starting in school, pretty much the end of the school year, which means it's time to finish the guide. Um, as stated before, our goal is to get the first draft of Machination's How to Make Machinima Guide done by June. Early June at the best, but it'll probably end up being done late June. But starting May 12th, I know a lot of people will start working on it, including me. I'm going to probably invest a good amount of time in sitting down and cranking the whole thing out. But anyways, just to let you know, part of this new initiative, We Are the Nation, is to really make another push on the guide. The one that happened back in April? Yeah, May. No, sorry, March. Sorry, I'm getting my M's mixed up. Anyways, the one that happened back in March, we got, what was it, like 32 pages done, Di? Do you know? And
Um, yeah, something like that.
yeah, anyways, we got a lot of pages done. So that's pretty much what happened. So we're going to really, instead of just focusing a week on it, we're going to push the whole summer on it and try to get a first draft of it pushed out and say, hey, world, here's Machination. Here's what we're doing. And, we have our guide. It's starting to get made. And of course, once the first version of the guide comes out, we will have, of course, the Wikipedia will be launched, and we'll start entering information in on it. And then finally, number 5. This is probably the one that most people will get extremely excited about, um, and that is contests. That is right. Starting in May, Machinination.com will start hosting bi-monthly contests. The goal of doing this, of course, is to create community activity and reward active members. And don't worry, these guides will come, guides. These contests will come in multiple forms. So if you can't actually make machinima, that's okay. We understand that, and we're not going to make all of our contests about that. For instance, we will have some puzzle solving contests, forge contests, guide writing contests, Wikipedia entering contests, website promotion contests, of course, video contests. You did what contests, and multiple content creator contests, which I think that's going to be a really interesting idea. And pretty much what a multiple creator contest is we'll form teams, and each person is responsible for different parts of the machinima. And it's pretty much, if you've ever taken a film class, I believe it's called a creative corpse. And what you do is one person will create one part, another person will create another part, and a third person will create another part, and so on, depending on how many people you have. But you put it all together, and depending on how it met, there are all the different styles really start to come out, and it's really really cool. Um, and of course, before I forget, we would also like to say we'll also do some Mad Libs. That came up in the forums this week. Dial, do you remember who brought that up in the forums? I mean, I can check real quick.
Um,
I really like the idea. Where's that thread? Ah, here it is. I think it was actually Avenged Outcast that brought that up, wasn't it?
yep.
Yeah. So our new affiliate, Avenged Outcast, came up with the Mad Lib Machinima contest idea. I think that's
Oh,
actually really clever. I've never heard of something like that being done. So yeah. Um, so that's it. Uh, do you think I missed anything that we should cover in the news? Two new affiliates, and We Are the Nation. I don't think
no,
anything else happened this week for the most part. Yeah,
got everything.
Lock on in the chat. It's agreeing with me, saying that's it. But anyways, well, before we end this part and then go to the discussion segment, Remember that every week we do this podcast, and if you're interested, make sure you log on to our Ustream. We are not on live stream anymore. Oh, there's another thing I needed to talk about. We are now on Ustream, not live stream. The main reason is Ustream has less advertisements and less annoyances, and the company itself is more interested in working with us than live stream. Live stream, for some reason, I was actually talking with the company, and they just really didn't care about us all that much. So, anyways, we have now moved over to Ustream.tv. It's a sort of weird spelling. It's check out the link in the description. Make sure you bookmark it instead of going to live stream because we are no longer going to be broadcasting there. But anyways, that's where we stand at the moment. We're going to cut off the podcast just quickly as we get our discussion group together, and we'll see you in a few minutes. If you're listening to the stream, you'll hear us going through and clicking a bunch of stuff. So nothing new on that. Anyways,
Ooh.
stick around. Anyways, hey, what's up, everyone? We're back. We're here for the discussion segment, but seeing as though Dynamo and Jeremy and I are the only ones here tonight, and we pretty much agree on everything, there won't be any fights for the most part, I believe. So we decided actually to not extend this podcast beyond I think it's going to be around 17, 18 minutes that it already is, so that you can concentrate more on the actual news that we gave out this week. So we will see you next week, and we might have a surprise for you next week. So make sure, if you couldn't make it to this podcast, that you do try to make it to the next week's podcast, not only because we might be doing something utterly awesome, but if you're a Minecraft lover, you're definitely going to want to join us next week. It'll probably, of course, once again, be at midnight Eastern Standard Time, but if you are a Minecraft lover, I definitely recommend paying attention to what we do with next week's podcast, because I think you guys might enjoy it. Anyways, this is Bold Donut from Machinination.com saying thanks for tuning into this week's podcast. We really enjoy you guys listening, and we will see you next week on the podcast. Or remember, join us at Machinination.com. Join us on our forums so you can take part in all the discussion and actually give us input on what we can do better in the future. We will see you there. Peace out, guys.